saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie. You could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
On the floor for Detroit, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. And it's Duran in at the center. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Kings played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of three. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that way tonight, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Khalil Wares checked in for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Pistons trail by 12. Out to Thompson. Porter against Ivy. Thompson from long range. And it's Miami with the rebound. Porter's got his fourth rebound in this one. From deep. The rebound by Ivy.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Cunningham. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Cunningham inside. He's covered by Hero. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Cunningham. There's Hero with the three. The shot, no good. And the first half is now in the books. Heat lead by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. 63.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Detroit Pistons.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, Lazy D, they'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
Now let's take a moment here for and that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused.
Connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Here's Ivy. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
MP from deep three-point land. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And we're seeing Cunningham turn himself into a leader. This is why he went first overall back in 2021.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference. And you see those dribble skills by MP, developing those tools to help beat defenders.
Thompson, a screen on Hero. And the officials call for a 3-second violation. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Heat leading by 15. Here's MP. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Back to Cunningham. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And he drives in. It's tipped. MP deciding where to go with it. That one doesn't go. Great defense that time from Duren. There's the lob to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duren focused and flushing it home.
Hero passes to Porter. Hits the three-point bomb. Porter's got 11 in the second half.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Outside Porter. There's the three. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for one more.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former number 1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
MP outside. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Cunningham's got 24.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hero finds MP. Back to Hero. Up top, Porter. Over in the corner, Hero. And the Heat, another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pistons trail by 17. Harris outside. Thompson, a screen on Adebayo. Harris dishes to Thompson. Can't get it to fall. The Heat have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Porter against Ivy. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 16 here in the second half. Duran with the screen on Hero. Cunningham outside. Tries the spin move. 6 to shoot. Here's Ivy. Off target with his 3. The Heat leading by 19. The 3 from MP. And again for 3.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that 403 is the goal.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline. Connects again from distance.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You can feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And I didn't think anyone would touch Curry's record for threes, but here we are. MP has done the unthinkable. What an incredible season.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Mitchell is checked in for the Heat, and the Pistons making a change here as well. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. We've got Cade Cunningham. Robinson is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. And, well, Detroit shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. MP with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Pass to Jovic. Foul for 3. LeVert grabs the miss.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Hawkins outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's MP. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Again, the miss by the Heat.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of...
looks. Chalk up 2 there.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Mitchell passes to MP. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Porter. From downtown. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field. Since we started the final quarter of play. Now LeVert. Reed a screen on Mitchell. LeVert with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And MP with the basket on the assist by Powell. Powell's got his 7th assist in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Cunningham's shot is off. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Porter. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Cunningham. LeVert from outside. Detroit, no good that time either. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Duren finds Robinson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, some guys can get a little caught up in that mid-range, but not MP.
Cunningham against Mitchell. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far. So for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Bogdanovich. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for Karis LeVert.
Stay there.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got 29 in the game.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Back to Porter. To the inside. Jovic. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And coaches love to see this kind of ball movement, especially when it's triggered by young players like MP.
Here's Ivy. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP. Mitchell outside. Porter with it. Picked up by Harris. Porter passes to Jovic. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Cunningham against Mitchell. Ivy, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Heat now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Harris outside. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jovic. Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Harris has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Count the basket. And that's 12 points here for Jalen Duren.
Well, that right there is Duren's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
MP, that's for 2. Miami no good on that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Harris finds Ivy. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 8th assist here tonight. Heat shooting 40% in the fourth. MP outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
So let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Fontecchio's coming in for Jaime Jaquez. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Porter. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Pass to Larson. MP with a screen on Ivy. Off target from outside. And for the Pistons, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Out to Thompson from deep. Here's Duran. Ivy's got space. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Johnson. Mitchell finds MP. Fontecchio. Pass to Larson. Now here's Porter to stop the drought. And the three ball is good. Porter's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Heat.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
To the paint. Here's Harris. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. And Miami shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Jovic passes to Porter. Money from the wing.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Cunningham drives in. Here's Ivy. No good on the triple.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable.
Again, what an avalanche!
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Duran finds Harris. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Heat with the ball. Porter passes to Jovic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Jim had ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also have become a great defensive team.
They get it back. Here's Ivy. Here's Duran. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Mitchell kicks to MP. Out to the right wing. Pass to Mitchell. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A $50 and a win, and I already know you'll say one doesn't mean much without the other. You really mean it, though? Isn't that what players have to say? What's the danger in admitting what anybody who's played at any level knows to be true? Scoring is fun.
Dom, if I get 30 rebounds and we lose, nobody wants to know how much fun I had. All they care about is the L we just took. Points are a big deal to a lot of people, and I get that. But if you get them in a loss, it takes the air right out the room. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I really don't. That's just how it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Loud and clear, MP. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.